obviously Arsenal decided to listen to me because I asked them to announce the deal today. So well done. They did some good today. Good work, Arsenal. And Aubameyang is now ours for the next, well, nearly 3 years, which is pretty damn good news. The biggest signing anyone's going to make this summer. I said this for months now. He is going to be the biggest signing anyone could make this summer, other than maybe Lionel Messi, but that ain't going to happen. But I'm buzzing, man. I'm over the moon. And listen, this has been a long time coming. There was points where I was just like, you know what, this is just taking long. Yeah, if you don't sign by so-and-so, sell him. Yeah, because it was just going on and on and on. And eventually, with 10 months left of his current deal, he has, as he put it, signed the ting. Bit of a weird announcement. I can't lie. It was a bit of a weird one. They kept us hanging on with some funky music, and then a little egg timer. Then he put the mask on the table, and it was like a little bit weird. I know they obviously can't do much more. I'm surprised with their audio, by the way. Their audio was shocking, absolutely shocking. He was announcing it live on his Instagram to over 100,000 people, and yeah, man. It's all good. We've signed Aubameyang up, so I'm happy with that. He's bagged a lot of goals since he's been here. We're going to go through the website arsenal.com in a second. Before I do that, make sure you do smash the likes up on the video. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. This is how we roll when announced players come out, and we go through the website. We look at some of the quotes and stuff like that. And who's next? Who's next on the list? We've got Aubameyang signed up. Can we get Thomas Partey? Can we get Houssem Aouar? And yeah, man, it'll be. Let me just nip this in the bud real quick. Sancho, bigger deal. How's it a bigger deal? Sancho scored 29 goals last season. It's not a bigger deal, my friends. Sit back down. What you mean? Yeah, Aubameyang is the biggest signing anyone can make this summer. Might not be the biggest in terms of name or in terms of transfer fee or anything like that, but it is the biggest deal you can make in terms of output. Yeah, because unless somebody's coming in and guaranteeing 30 goals this season for a football team, he is the biggest signing anyone's going to make in our league this season. 29 goals last season in all competitions, and you don't get that. You don't get that very often with other players, do you? And yeah, man, it's all good. But let's go through the website. There he is, looking all fresh. Let's click on that. And we'll read out some of these little quotes and some of his stats and stuff like that. I can't see any of your comments right now, but I will come back to them in a second, and we'll run through them. But yeah, man, it's a good day. I'm now no longer going to be doing my stream at 6 o'clock. This will take over that. And I was going to drop a Premier League video. Again, this has overtaken that. So I will be back with an upload at 9 o'clock tonight. What I am going to do, 9 o'clock tonight, I'll put that that'll be scheduled in there. What I am going to do is a Q&A on Flick. I'm going to do that a little bit later on. Say, what time is it now? 6 o'clock my time. We say 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock UK time, I'll do a Q&A on Flick. So download the Flick app. It's in the description. It's free of charge. And if you do follow it, or you're going to follow it, you're in the prize draw for the giveaway for a football shirt of your choice, which will be selected on Saturday. I'll be getting confirmation of that from the powers that be at Flick as to who's won it, what shirt they want, and where it's going to in the world. So make sure you download that. There's going to be plenty of giveaways this season on there as well. So. But anyway, less of that. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has signed a new 3-year contract with us. Having put pen to paper on a new deal, our 31-year-old captain wanted to break the news on Arsenal.com and Arsenal social media by telling fans live that he was staying. Go on. With the ambition to lift more trophies and leave a long-term legacy. You can now get your Aubameyang shirt if you want one. There it is. The Gabon international signed from Borussia Dortmund in January 2018 and has made 111 appearances and scored 72 goals. In his first full season with us, Abba jointly won the Premier League Golden Boot with 22 goals. Last season, 29 goals in 44 appearances in all competition, scoring twice in the heads-up FA Cup final victory against Chelsea. He kicked off the season in a similar fashion, scoring against Liverpool in the Community Shield as we lifted the trophy on penalties. signing for the special club was never in doubt, Aubameyang said. I'm not too sure about that, but it's done, so it don't really matter. It's thanks to our fans, my teammates, my family, and everybody at this club that I feel like I belong here. I believe in Arsenal. We can achieve big things together. We have something exciting here, and I believe the best is to come for Arsenal. Mikel Arteta then had an input and said it was important for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to stay with us. He is a superb player with incredible mentality. Being the player to take us, to have taken us the least amount of times to reach 50 goals with this club, that's actually not a true stat, to be fair. That's Premier League stat, not full stat, but it's still relentless nevertheless. With this club, tells you everything you need to know about the way he is working. He is an important leader of the team and is a big part of what we are building. He wants to be up there with the best players in the world and leave his mark. He can achieve that here. Edu then said, it's clear Aubameyang loves the club and everything we stand for on and off the pitch. He's obviously a very important part of our team, so we're all delighted that he has committed his future to us. It's a big boost for everyone, fans, teammates and staff. There he is, celebrating after the goal at the weekend. But yeah, man, when he did that, when he did the announcement, he was on Instagram. He got Righty on there as well, and he said that he wants to be a legend. He wants to be an Arsenal legend. Well, listen, he's on the right path, that's for sure. He's definitely on the right path, and if he carries on with his goal scoring record, then he's definitely going to be up there. Listen, if he scores another 72 goals in 2.5 seasons, 144 goals for Arsenal Football Club in 6 seasons is pretty damn decent. So yeah, man, this is probably the best bit of news we've had for a long, long time. It's taken forever, I can't lie, to get to this point, but he's signed, and they've missed a trick fully as well, by the way. They've fully missed a trick. He should have gone live at 14:14 yesterday, the 14th. But they did it. They held off, and they've done it their way, his way. He wanted to do it that way, according to the club. So listen, I'm happy that he signed, man. And the goals that he's scored last season, take him out the team and put somebody else in the team. We probably wouldn't. Well, we wouldn't have won the FA Cup, that's for sure. And we probably would have finished a little bit lower down the table as well, because at times he was just a one-man team. And that's where we now need to add to this. Fantastic that we've signed him. Brilliant. Absolutely buzzing. I don't think there's a single Arsenal fan on the planet right now that is not happy that Aubameyang's here. But now we've got less than 3 weeks to go and add to this and build something. And, you know, the fact that we're playing 5 at the back a lot, which, yes, turns into a 3-4-3. But with 2 centre mids, we need to get some reinforcements in that position. Because, listen, if we've got a player of this guy's quality with a proper team around him rather than weak midfielders, he could probably score even more goals. You know, his first season here, first full season here, he was missing sitters for fun. Yeah, I remember it. Chelsea away, Emery's first away game. He missed about 3 sitters in that game. And he was missing sitters for fun all season. Then last season, the season just finished, wasn't our best season, was it? Let's be real. It was our worst season in 25 years. And he still scored 29 goals. Now imagine putting proper midfielders with him. Yeah. And then you've already got a decent defender. We've already got the decent defenders now. You've got the midfield. If you get Partey and Aouar, which I don't think we're going to get. I don't think we'll get both of them. I think Aouar's our #1 target, which would be kind of worrying because we've got attacking players. We can score goals. We can create goals. We need that defensive-minded, box-to-box minded reinforcement in midfield because we need a powerhouse. It's all well and good when we've got the ball and we're popping it around. It's when we haven't got the ball that worries me. And if we can get Partey in there, I think he could score even more. I really do. Because if we're pressing high up the pitch, we're enforcing our game on people and we're nicking the ball high up and he's floating between the lines, floating between the right back and the centre back, dropping off their shoulder. We know that when he gets in on goal, he can score bangers. He's been doing it for, well, since he's been here. You know, I see people saying all the time, oh, he only scores tap-ins. He don't score in the big games. Well, them myths have been put to bed now, haven't they? So it's it's good that he signed, man. Really, really happy that he signed. Absolutely buzzing. I can't even lie. I didn't think he was signing. A long time ago, I didn't think he was signing. Like all through lockdown, I was just like, listen, this is the time to get this deal done. Why are we not working on this deal? What has taken from January to now to get a deal done? It's like, why? Why is it? And it got to the point where it was like, if he goes into that last year, then maybe we should look at selling him, you know, because you don't know what he's thinking. We don't know that. You know, it was just taking time and time and time and time. And then obviously 3 managers over the course of a season. It was like, boy, is he actually going to stay or not? And he has stayed. Let's see if there's any pictures of him. Let's see if there's any pictures. Let's have a look. Signing the contract and all that. Let's have a little butchers at that. I'm sure there should be. Let's have a little look. That's a video. We can't play that. We'll get copywritten. No pictures. No pictures, unfortunately. Never mind. We'll just have to stare at that then. But let me get your thoughts on it. Do smash the likes up if you haven't already. And the best striker in the Premier League is now staying. Is now staying at the club. Look at this guy. How much is he bagging like? How much is he bagging? Well, apparently he's the top earner at the club. So Mesut Ozil was on 350. I read something the other day saying he's on 375 a week. I don't know whether that's with bonuses or whether that's without. I don't know, but it's a lot of money, and we've been down this route before. The difference is I don't see this guy sitting back on his laurels now. When he's standing there telling the world he wants to become an Arsenal legend, he's saying to Righty on the phone on Insta, "I want to be an Arsenal legend." Yeah, well, listen, you're well on your way, mate, and you've signed a new deal. And maybe he wants a statue outside. It would be funny, wouldn't it, if he got a statue? Imagine, yeah, if he actually got right up near to Righty's goal scoring tally. Like, I don't think he'll catch Henry. I think that's too far. I think that's too much with his age and stuff like that. But you never know, man. You never know. He could just go on a mad one and score 40 goals next season. I don't know. I doubt he'll catch. To be honest, I doubt he'll catch Righty. But if he does, then we've got ourselves a proper goal scoring machine. We already know this anyway. I still think he can get better as well. Real talk. Like I said, he does miss a lot of chances. He's kind of brushed up on that now. He's a bit more clinical than he was in his first year and a half here. The last 12 months, yeah, he has been absolutely ridiculous. His conversion rate must be through the roof compared to a lot of the other strikers in the league. And I still think that he could bag more than 30 goals this season. I genuinely do. I think he could probably touch that up to maybe 40 goals in all competitions. And people are sitting there probably going, "Oh, you're chatting rubbish. You're chatting rubbish." I've seen when we were in for him, I put out a tweet. I've seen so many people tag me in that tweet going, "Explain this," because I called him the Gabonese Theo Walcott. Yeah, people genuinely do not understand sarcasm. Yeah, you're deluded. You don't know what you're talking about. You called him the Gabonese Walcott. Whoopie-doo, mate. How's it affecting your life? Do you think he would have signed if Unai was here? That's a hard one to answer. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Fabrizio Romano tweeted out. Thanks for your donation, Nayu, as well. Appreciate that, man. Fabrizio Romano put out a tweet saying that he signed and he had 2 offers from clubs. So he didn't name what clubs they were, but he had 2 offers on the table from clubs. So I don't know, man. I don't know whether Unai would have got him to sign or not. The fact is, Unai Emery's not manager anymore, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Why is there so many salty fans in the chat group today? I don't know, man. Because they know we've got ourselves a banger, and he's staying for 3 years, mate. So we're sweet. We've got ourselves the top boy. We now need to add to it. We now need to build a midfield, and I think our defence has gone up levels in terms of personnel. Tierney's class. We know that. I think Gabriel is a decent centre back that can kick on, and Saliba. We haven't seen him start in the Premier League yet, but again, we're kind of all right in them positions right now. It's the backups to them that I worry about. The right back, bruv, don't even get me started on him. Yeah, I watched a game last night, the Chelsea game. against Brighton away. And the two right backs in that game are absolute levels on Hector Bellerin. That Lamptey is a baller. I said that last season. I'm sticking with it now. He gets the ball, he drives, he puts first-time crosses in. He don't even have to take a touch. As the ball come across last night, he just whipped some mad ball into Malpai. Yeah, we don't see our right back doing that. So I feel like we need a right back. Keep Cedric as a backup maybe. And then I think that back four, if we was to play a back four with Tierney, Saliba, or Tierney, Gabriel, Saliba, and get a right back, Lamptey, Max Aarons. Reece James was sick last night. What an absolute banger that geezer scored. And if we could get that back four perhaps, then go with Partey and Aouar. Yeah, then you've got Pepe. Then you've got Willian at number 10 if you want to play him there. You could put Lacquer up front if you want to keep him. And you play Aubameyang on the left, which is where he's going to play by the looks of it. Then all of a sudden, you've got yourself a team that can now get up into that top four and then kick on again the following season. But I don't see players like Bellerin and Lacquer moving. I think we had the opportunity to get Bellerin out with PSG wanting him on loan with an option to buy. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Check Ornstein's tweets. He said the two clubs were Barcelona and Inter Milan. There you go. To be fair, I wouldn't want to go and play for Barcelona right now. They're a fucking shambles. They're in a bigger mess than us, and that's not even a lie. Inter Milan, that could have been a tasty option. That could have been a big tasty option. They got a decent manager there, decent players, and they did put up a title challenge last season, albeit it fell away towards the end. But I mean, Barcelona, they've still got some quality players. Don't get it twisted, but they need massive overhaul at Barcelona, and I don't know, but then would you rather live in London or Barcelona? I suppose it's personal preference, isn't it? But let's read some more of your comments out. Let's see what you guys are thinking. Sugarcoating the fact we ain't done good business. We haven't done good business. I've been saying it all year, mate. I've been saying it all year. What will make this window perfect now as we close towards the remaining weeks? Like I just said, a right back and Partey and Aouar. And I think we're good to go for a top four charge anyway. I don't think that's anywhere near good enough to go for a title. But if we get Partey, Aouar and a right back, I think we can get in the top four. If we don't, then I'm not sure we're anywhere near, if I'm honest, even with the main man with 20-odd goals in his pocket every single season. Because I think ultimately over the course of a season, you're going to pick up injuries. You're going to pick up suspensions. You're going to see that this squad, this group of players over a course of a season, will always let you down. And some of them won't. Listen, the shining lights of last season were him, Martinelli, Tierney, and Saka. And 3 of them players were signed by the previous manager, Unai Emery, which is kind of mad. Oh, and Martinez and Leno, you could throw them. So 5-6 players that were top. Yeah. Wenger signed 3 of them, and Emery signed 3 of them. The rest of them, were an absolute shambles. Absolute shambles. You know, I don't class a player on 2 months. I class him over a whole season. Dani Ceballos was all right. Don't get it twisted. He was quality from lockdown onwards. Yeah. Before that, absolutely missing. Absolutely missing. Granit Xhaka was good for about 8 games. Then he had 6 or 7 where he was shocking again. Then we come back out of lockdown and again he was decent. But ultimately, over a course of a season, a 38, 40, 50, 60 game season, we haven't got anywhere near enough to compete in Europa League, FA Cup and the Premier League and the League Cup with what we have right now. Nowhere near. So then you've got to prioritise, obviously, the League Cup. I'd imagine that the club would put that in the bottom of the pecking order. I'd imagine that the FA Cup, albeit that we've won it and we love the competition, I'd imagine that they'd put that next, then the Europa League and top 4 in that order. That ain't my order, but that's what I'd imagine the club are going to do. And if we got enough to compete in Europe and get top 4, I don't think we have. I genuinely don't. Brendan Rodgers sat there for Leicester the other day. Georgia know this. He sat there and he was asked in a press conference the other day, have Leicester City got enough to challenge for top 4 and compete in the Europa League? He said no. Their midfield is levels above our midfield. Their midfield is miles better than Arsenal's. Their striker is just as good. Yeah, he bags goals for fun. Yeah, relentless. Yeah. They've got some good players at Leicester. Their defence last season was better than ours. We don't know about this season right now because we've got new signings in there. But listen, Leicester have got a better overall team than Arsenal Football Club right now. And if they're saying that they haven't got enough to get in that top four, then we definitely haven't. Yes, we may have a better manager. We may not. I don't know. I'm sure we'll see. But we do need to go and spend some money. And we've spent 22 million quid. We've spent 300 odd grand on him. Buzzing. Absolutely over the moon, man. And he started the season how he ended last season, really, isn't he? He started with a goal, an absolute banger against Fulham. Quality finish, quality goal. And he done the same against Liverpool, didn't he? So he started off very well this season. Big up, Abs. Thanks for your donation, mate. Lee, what's your issue with Mikel not attacking? You just want to know, and Mikel has changed the mentality. What's your issue with Mikel? I'm not attacking. I ain't got no issue with Mikel Arteta, mate. I've not blamed Mikel Arteta for any of this transfer window. Yeah, at the end of the day, I personally said it from day one, and I'm still sticking with it now. I don't think he's the guy that's going to win us a title. Yeah, I don't think he's the guy that can do that. Yeah, I may be proven wrong, like I was with Bukayo Saka, because I didn't think he was good enough to start games last season. Yeah, he come in, and now he's one of the best team players, isn't he? He's one of the best and the first names on the team sheet. And listen, it's great that we've won the cup. It's great that we've won the Community Shield. Yeah, but I think it's blinded a lot of people. And thank you for that, Abs. Appreciate that. It's blinded a lot of people into actually where we are as a squad. Yeah, it's great that El Neni played fantastic at Fulham. Great, fantastic, well done. El Neni should not be anywhere near a Premier League team, let alone Arsenal Football Club. So I think that we need to have a little look at where we are as a football club and what we're going to achieve this season. And as it stands right now, I don't think we're getting top four, even with the main man signed up. Ask me again on the 6th of October when the window slams shut. And if we've signed a War and Party and a right back, then yeah, I think we can. One or the other, as in a War or Party, I don't think it's enough. We need both. We need both. Chelsea weren't great last night. Don't get it twisted. They were nowhere near great, but they still beat Brighton 3-1, and Brighton ain't an easy team to play at their ground, as we know. And yeah, Man United obviously haven't been in action yet. They did lose a friendly to Aston Villa the other night, but they're not in action yet. Man City, Liverpool conceded 3. They weren't great the other night, but they still found a way to win and scored 4. So Tottenham lost, Everton won. There's going to be a lot of teams that are going to have some bumps along the way, and we're going to be one of them. But we need to make sure that when it comes into February, March, around that sort of time, that we're there or thereabouts in the mix. And if we're fighting in Europe and still in the FA Cup and still want to get top 4, I genuinely don't think that squad's anywhere near. But there we go. It's just my opinion. People don't need to get so triggered by it. And if you do, then unlucky. With this announcement, it's official for me. The current squad will not change. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, bruv? Tell me. We're not signing a new right back. I know, and that, my friend, is why I think that we're going to have some real bumps along the way. Because although Bellerin played very well the other day, consistently he's pretty poor over a season. And Rob Holding done a lot of work for him in that Community Shield game. And William Saliba is going to be welcome to the Premier League by getting the runaround in certain games, because he'll be covering for Bellerin. And he doesn't cross. He can't cross the ball. Like I said, that Lamptey last night, some of the crosses that boy was putting in the box were mad. Absolutely mad. And can you imagine if we had Lamptey down the right, Tierney down the left? It's just crosses for fun. Yeah, literally. It would take us levels by getting a right back who can cross and not take the touch and then whip it straight into the first man. But and the thing is, with his movement, Aubameyang, like I didn't personally want him to play on the wing. Yeah, I'm kind of warming to it, but I'd still rather him be up front, because I think if you could get somebody who could cross down that right hand side with Tierney crossing down the left and he's in the middle with his movement as good as it is. He's got the best movement in the Premier League out of any striker. Yeah, and I rate Aguero loads. Yeah, he has got better movement in the box than Aguero. I think Aguero's a better footballer, but I think he's got the better movement. And they're both pretty relentless. Both of them up front together would be a madness. But I think if you had decent crosses down each side and him in the middle, he'd score 40 goals. Yeah, but we'll see what happens. Let's do some more. Do smash the likes up if you haven't already. I would appreciate that. And do download the Flick app. If you haven't downloaded Flick, I am going to be doing a Q&A on there at 8 o'clock tonight. So make sure you go and download that, and I'll do 45 minutes or so on the Q&A later. So yeah, that'll be kind of cool. Don't forget 9 o'clock. I will be dropping another video, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. And follow my Instagram, LeeGunner82. Make sure you go and check that one out. And I'm going to read 5 more, and then I'm gone. In all fairness, this is the same squad as last season with the addition of an up-and-coming centre-back. Exactly. And this is where I'd take it a little bit chilled, because everyone's getting a bit giddy that we're going to go and challenge for top 4. We're not with that squad. Yeah. I remember when it was in lockdown, everyone was getting all giddy that, oh, we can get 5th. Do you remember when Man City were potentially banned? We can get 5th. All the way through lockdown, I was saying, we've got no chance. We'll be lucky to get in the top 6. Yeah, because I'm realistic. I know where we are. I know where I want to be. And where I want to be is top of the league. We ain't doing that with this squad, which is why I get so angry and so peed off at times that everyone sits there and just accepts mediocrity. You know, we've got a top-class striker just signed a new deal. We've got a top-class left-back. We've got a top-class left winger in Saka. We've got a top-class Martinelli, striker come winger, whatever he is. You know, he can play anywhere. You can put him in goal, he'll be a top player. You know, we've got 2 up-and-coming decent centre-backs. We've got some little level of core foundation there to build a decent team around. You know, Willian's not a bad signing. Don't get it twisted. I wasn't saying, oh, let's go and get Willian. But when Willian come in, I was like, yo, I'm happy with that. Yeah, amount of people that were moaning about it. Then he has a good game at the weekend. They've all brushed that under the carpet, and now he's the second coming of Ronaldinho. You know, it's like I don't get too carried away after 1 game or 2 games or 10 games, because I've seen the same story year in, year out for over a decade. We all get gassed. Everyone sits there laughing at Tottenham for losing the other day. Jose's in the mud. He's finished. They haven't learned. Last season, they were below us when we played him at the Lane. Yeah, he was in the mud then. He was finished, washed up, this and that. Did they not beat us? Oh, yes, they did, didn't they? They beat us and finished above us. So I tend to zip that when it comes to slagging off other teams. I want my team to be better, which is why I slag off my team. I want my team to be the best in the league. And at the moment, like John Hibbert says, we've added a centre-back. That's it. So I don't think we can get top 4 right now. We're linked with Oscar as well. Like, what is this? A retirement home for Brazilians? No, I wouldn't take Oscar, mate. No chance. Not in a million years. I hate how long it takes to to announce stuff. Bro, give us a smile. There you go. Smiles all round. Smiles all round. And listen, I'm all for. I'm all for like everyone being on a oh yes we won hype, but let's just rein it in a little bit, man. Let's see where we are at Christmas and around that sort of time, because let's not forget here, right? Let's not forget last season we won our first game, and that was an away game at Newcastle, which is a lot harder than playing Fulham away. After that, we beat Burnley at home, and we had 6 points after 2 games. After that, we got piped up at Anfield. What's coming up soon? And then after that, we drew at home to Tottenham 2-2. Aubameyang scored that day. Gendouzi with one of the assists. So after 4 games, we had 7 points. Yeah. So, and then look at what happened after that. So just chill a little bit. Yes, be excited. But it is genuinely the same squad that finished 8th last season. And like I've said before, the FA Cup has masked over a lot of this issue. And a lot of people have forgotten how poor this squad was consistently over a season. Over a course of 3 or 4 one-off games, we can beat any team in the world. We've done that for a decade or more. It's over a consistent period. The league is your bread and butter, always has been. So there we go. That wasn't the one I wanted to comment. Yes, big up my guy Connor. How you doing, man? I think we was confident anyway. West Ham are in a mess, mate. One thing I will say is whatever pairing we play at centre back or whatever three we play are going to have their hands full a lot more than they did against Fulham, because that Mikel Antonio is hard work. He is proper hard work. So yeah, compare Aubameyang and Werner. Well, one's from Gabon and one's from Germany. One's 24 and the other one's 31, mate. Werner's class. Werner's class, mate. But this is the Premier League. This is the big boy league. Can Werner step up and post the figures that Aubameyang's done? We'll see. I personally think he can. I think he's a top-class footballer, mate, Werner. And you see last night, his acceleration over 5-10 yards is just obscene. It is a joke how quick that guy is. He won the penalty. If that was Tammy Abraham or Giroud up front, they wouldn't have got near that to get the penalty. So yeah, man, good player. But he ain't on Aubameyang's level just yet in terms of Premier League. So we'll see. Surely some big incomings on the horizon now. Aubameyang has signed. He would have wanted assurances. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe other players will now look at it and go, yo, Aubameyang's staying, yeah? Sweet, I'll have some of that. You never know, man. Listen, Arsenal are a massive football club. They're one of the biggest football clubs in the world, which is why I get so peed off when we don't go and sign players. We've had 8 weeks and we've signed an up-and-coming youngster. Danny Ceballos ain't included. He just basically went on holiday to Madrid for 3 weeks. Yeah, and William, are we including that? He was free. So, yeah, man, we fought off Barcelona and Inter Milan. The main man's staying. Hopefully he can bag over 30 goals this season. And it's a good day for Arsenal. We haven't had many of them in the last 12 months. We've had a couple recently with the FA Cup and the Community Shield. We've now got another one. Aubameyang stays for another 3 years. So, yeah, man. And I'm going to get myself out of here in a second. I am going to just clear one thing up, because I've seen a lot of people peddling this today that don't understand business or finance. Did Stan Kroenke become the owner of this football club by not paying a penny? Did we give him the club? Here you go, mate. The club's yours. He's paid over £1.4 billion for that football club. Not that I'm backing the guy, because I'd rather he fucked off. He also, which you don't see because the Swiss Ramble, and fair play to Swiss Ramble, does wicked work. But the Swiss Ramble report is based on the last 5 years. It's not based on the year we're on now, 2020. So when you see that again updated next year, that'll have that he's paid out the 200 odd million pounds to clear the stadium debt. So very easy target, old Stanley. Very easy target. And like I've said a million times before, it'll get you an extra couple of zeros on your tweets and your videos. But the fact and reality is, we have spent the 3rd most amount of money in the Premier League in that last 5 years. Everyone's forgot to report that, haven't they? And say that in their tweets. We are the 3rd highest spenders in the Premier League in the last 5 years. Yeah. So can you blame him? Can you blame him for spending out stupid money on Mesut Ozil's contract? Because on one hand, people say don't spend. The next hand, we're paying Mesut Ozil 350 grand a week. We've just given this guy over 300 grand a week. Is that not spending? Am I missing something? I don't know. And on that bombshell, my friends, I am going to get out of here. And I will be back at 9 o'clock tonight, UK time, obviously. 8 o'clock tonight. Get yourself on Flick. I'm going to set it up. I'll do a Q&A. It'll be a live Q&A. I won't be on camera on it. There's no facilities for that, big man. But I will be in the chat and I will be replying to your comments and that and questions. So 8 o'clock tonight, get on it. Go and follow that right now. Link in the description. T-shirt giveaway, a football shirt of your choice on Saturday for one lucky winner. We're nearly on 1,500 people on there, which has doubled since Saturday. So thank you very much. And go and make sure you put your predictions in for the games over the next couple of days, because there's a few games on tonight in the League Cup. The top person every single month on that app, on the leaderboard for predictions, will get a prize as well. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with that, but it'll be a prize every month for the winner. So go and check my Insta, League Gunner 82, and go and download Flick. And I'll be back later. Aubameyang, Aubameyang, Aubameyang wants to be a legend, and he's fully on his way. Laters, peeps.